Hi Yarny friends, it's Dawn from Ninja Bunny Crochet. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a Temu haul. So stick around and I'll show you everything I got from Temu. So I got my package from Temu and the bag was like totally trashed. So I just ditched the bag, but I have all the stuff that I ordered from Temu. So I'm going to show you the stuff and then we'll go over to the craft table and I will give you a nice close-up view of what I ordered from Temu. So first of all, I ordered these leather bag bottoms and these were... You get two of them, and they were $2.17. These, I think, were a really good bargain. They look really nice. They're nice and sturdy. Then the next thing I got from Temu is this little purple container. Now, it looks like nothing, but it sticks to your table, and you can put your yarn scraps in it and stuff. This works perfect for me. Not necessarily when I'm in the yarn room because I usually have my trash can right next to me, but when I go out and I'm sitting in the living room and I'm crocheting in the evening with my husband and the dogs and stuff, and I end up having like a pile of little yarn tails sitting on the end of the table, and then the dogs get in them and they eat them and whatnot. So I can just stick that right to the end stand and I can put all my little scraps in there. And if you save your scraps, then you can, once this is filled up, you can stick them in your jar or container or zipper bag, wherever you like to put your scraps. But if you don't, and like me, I just tend to chuck them out. I can just empty it out into the garbage, and there we go. And it saves me from my dogs getting into them and eating them. So that's perfect for what I wanted. The next thing I got from Temu is a yarn bowl. Now this was not as much as what I expected. I kind of thought, I mean, maybe it was my own fault because I kind of thought it would be bigger, but I mean, it did say it was 6 inches. So, I mean, it's really pretty. It's a pretty yarn bowl, but I kind of expected it to be a little bit bigger. I don't really think it's going to fit a very large cake of yarn in there, but it is pretty, and I think it will, you know, it'll work. It is smooth. I mean, I didn't find any areas. I mean, it's a little bit rough like down here, but I don't think it'll snag any yarn. But I will bring it over to the craft table and we'll get a nice top-down view of this so you get a better view of it. But it is a pretty yarn bowl. I mean, I like it and I will use it. But I just expected it to be a little bit bigger. I said maybe that was more my fault because I wasn't, you know, going, oh, okay, well, 6 inches, that's a good size. This yarn bowl was $12.99. Oh, sorry. This little thing right here, too, was only $1.98. So that's a pretty good deal. I might actually order some more of these because I think they were a good deal. Right now, Temu is free shipping. So that's pretty cool. This was, because my first order, this little guy here was one of those things that you could get for free. And I thought, since I'm into doing the woobles, I said, what the heck, I'll try it. We'll open it up and take a look at it and see what it compares to a woobles kit. But, I mean, I think normally they were like $7.98, $8, something like that. They were fairly cheap on Temu. So, but if they work out pretty well, I might order some more of those too. Now, the next things that I ordered was a whole bunch of crochet hooks. This set reminded me of the, I think it's by Clover. It could be, it might not be, I think it's Clover. Makes those crochet hooks with the black handles. So I got a whole set of these crochet hooks. I thought they were pretty nice. It does go all the way down, but I haven't crocheted with any of these, so I got a whole set of them. There are like 9 hooks. And this one was $5.98 for the whole set. I thought that was a, you know, if they work well, it's a good alternative for a set of hooks. And I like the looks of the crochet hooks with the Polymer Polymer. Is that how you pronounce Polymer clay? I think that's how you pronounce that. So I got this set of hooks. This is, let's see, $7.09. So this was a little more pricier than the other hook set, but I thought it was still kind of nice. The clays look good. So I got a set of these. And they don't have like a brand name or anything on there. They kind of look like boy heads on there, so I would say they're probably some type of a boy hook. But like I said, they're pretty light. So we'll take a good look at these hooks too, and I'll bring some yarn over and we'll crochet with them as well. And these look like those Clover soft touch hooks. This is plastic though. I don't know if the Clover soft touches are plastic, but that's what it looked like, so I figured I'd try these hooks as well. And I believe these are a set of 9. I believe all of these were like a set of 9 hooks. And let's see, the Polymer clay hooks, like I said, those were $7.09. These ones were $3.99, the ones that look like the Clover soft touches. And then this set of rainbow hooks with the ergonomic handles, it's a whole set of them with the ergonomic handles. They are these were $3.99. So these look like pretty decent hooks. These look like the ones that I got from Happily Hooked. So these look pretty decent. So we'll check these out too. So that's what I got from Temu. So let's hop on over to the craft table. We'll take a good look at these crochet hooks and that little crochet kit and the yarn bowl and everything, and we'll take a good look at it. All right, let's go. Okay, we are over at the craft table. I have my yarn in the yarn bowl, and the first set of hooks we're going to use are the ones that look like the Clover Soft Touch hooks. I looked these up on Amazon, and the Clover Soft Touch hooks run about $8 a hook. These hooks on Temu are a set of 8 hooks for $3.99. So let's grab up the I9 5.5 millimeter hooks. We're going to push the rest of these hooks to the side and take a look at this hook. Now this handle is plastic, and this is a rubber oval in the center here for your thumb grip. It is stamped with the millimeters and the number marking. It does not have the the letter marking, which a 5.5 millimeter is an I hook. This is a metal shaft. It looks kind of like a boy head, maybe a little bit of a hybrid head, like a clover head, which is very similar to the clover hooks. Now, my concern with this hook is probably more the strength of the hook, because I don't feel that this metal shaft is going all the way through the handle. I'm not used to handles that are square like this, but we'll give it a go and see how they work. So let's just make up a chain here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, as far as crocheting goes, these hooks seem to be perfectly fine as far as crocheting. I did intentionally use very splitty yarn to see how much split the hooks would be splitting, and so far I don't really see any splitting in this yarn with these hooks, so that's a plus. But being that I'm not so sure these hooks would be very durable, I don't know if you really would want to trust these hooks to be your main hooks that you would be using every day. They would be very good for backup hooks. I would not, there we go, we got a little bit of split right there. Would I consider these hooks my main hooks? Probably not. If Clover Soft Touch hooks were your go-to hooks, I would suggest that you use these hooks as maybe your backup hooks, like when you go on vacation or something and you don't want to bring your more expensive hooks with you in case you lose them or whatnot, like if you're going like to the beach or, you know, traveling in the car or whatnot, you just don't want to bring your more expensive hooks. but they are definitely good for backup hooks, but not as your main go-to hooks because of, to me, it would be the durability of the hook. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I would give these hooks a 3 because of the lack of durability. I just don't feel that these hooks would be lasting very long. I just feel like they're very, the handles seem very cheap, and I just don't feel like it would be lasting very long. But at the price point, I mean, at $3.99 for a set of 8 hooks, they are inexpensive hooks. But they do seem to get the job done, and if this is your go-to style of hook, they definitely would work as backup hooks. So let's move on to the next set of hooks that we have. And the next hooks we have up are these hooks with the polymer clay handles, and I'll grab the 5.5 millimeter one. Now they don't have any type of brand marking on the hook. The clay handles do seem nice. They are seem nice and sturdy. The hook goes all the way through the clay handle. They're uniform as far as the handles go. They're pretty. They don't seem to have any. I don't have any issues with the handles at all. The hooks seem to be the heads seem to be a boy hook. So if you are Susan Bates, these might not, a Susan Bates person, these hooks might not be for you. I did look up a set of these on Amazon, and they were running about $11.99. I got these for $7.09 on Temu, so they are a little bit of a savings if these are the type of hooks that you prefer. And we'll just go ahead and work up a little swatch here. And these are very lightweight hooks, and they seem to work just fine. So I think as far as durability goes, these will be just perfectly fine. I don't think you'd have any issues with them. Workability, if this is the type of hook that you like, I'm fumbling it a little bit myself because these are not the type of hooks that I normally work with. So I need a little bit of grace as far as crocheting with them, because this is not normally the type of hook that I use. I use the ones with the ergonomic handles and not such a long hook. But if this is the type of hook that you like to use, I would say that this would definitely be a savings for you, especially with having free shipping with Temu. I mean, it does take a little bit of time to get them. It's not as quick as Amazon, but it's still it's a savings if you're willing to do the wait for the hooks. And they are pretty colors, and they do seem to work perfectly fine. So if this is the type of hooks that you are into, I would definitely give them a 5 out of 10. A 5 out of 5 on the scale of workability and durability. These hooks seem perfectly fine. Okay, the next set of hooks are these black ones with the rubber handles. These are very similar to similar to the Clover Amore hooks. They look similar to the Tulip Edamo hooks. So let's grab up the 5.5 millimeter. Now these are as you can, I don't know if this will show up in the camera, but it's engraved in there. So if you have difficulty seeing, it might be a little hard to see what size it is, but because it's not a different color, it's just stamped or engraved in the rubber. But the hook goes all the way through the grip, so that I like that. That gives you a nice sturdy hook. So let's see how they crochet up. Slides right through there like butter. These are nice. I like these hooks. So I'm using all the same size hook. I'm using all the 5.5 millimeter hook for each one of these little swatches so that it's not like I'm getting a different size hook for the yarn, so it's all the same size hook. And this is really nice, actually. I really like this hook. This really gives me the same feel like the Clover Amore hooks. I haven't used the Tulip Idamo hooks, but it gives me like that really good feel like I have when I'm using my Clover hooks. So definitely like these hooks. I would definitely keep these. These are a keeper hook. These are nice hooks. These are a good, if you don't want to bring, if you are a Clover Amore user and you like Clover Amore hooks, but you don't want to bring those hooks out with you, and we all know Idamo hooks are pretty expensive. Clover Amore hooks can run $8 to $10 a hook, $50, $60 a set. These are Idamo hooks are $51 a set on Amazon. These hooks were $5.98, so definitely worth the price. And I could even use these hooks as an everyday hook because these are really nice hooks. So definitely 5 out of 5. I would even say 7 out of 5 because these are really good hooks. I like these hooks. I could use these. I could use these as my regular go-to hooks. These are really nice hooks. I like these hooks a lot. So yeah, I would definitely, that's my fault there. That's splitting. I'm not getting it into the stitch. But yeah, definitely I like these hooks. I could use these hooks all day. I like these. So this is our last set of crochet hooks. These ran $3.99 on Temu. The only thing I could compare these to is there's lots of different rubber handle ergonomic crochet hooks on Amazon that run between $11 to $13 that look very similar to these. I did get a set of hooks that look just like this from Happily Hooked Crochet when I first signed up for them. That looked very similar to these. So that would be really my only comparison to these. They're really not, you can't really compare them to Clover Amores because they're not quite like that, but that might be a similar type of hook to compare them to, because Clover Amores had that brushed aluminum where this is not brushed aluminum, but it does have the rubber handle, but it's more of a squared off type up here, not smooth like the Clover Amore or like the previous set where it was smoothed. But it has that flat side. It has a flat side on both sides for your thumb to grip onto it. And it is engraved with the size, which is the millimeter size. The hook goes all the way through the handle, which is good for durability. So as far as that aspect goes, that is very, very nice. So let's see how they crochet up, and I'm going to grab that 5.5 millimeter, and we're going to go ahead and crochet up a chain here. It is a little rougher than the previous set. I could, feel kind of a grip to it. This is kind of I would say this is the roughest set that I've used so far today. This is kind of grips the yarn. So I mean, if you're using kind of silky yarn, this might be good, but right now it's not working too well with this yarn. I'm not having a good time with this. I thought this would be a pretty decent set, but from the looks of it, but crocheting with it, I'm not real happy with it. It's really kind of very grippy to the yarn. It's not really sliding through as well as the other sets were. Even the the first set that had the plastic handles that looked like the Clover Soft Touches actually had slide through much better than this. This is not sliding very well. I'm not real happy with this set of crochet hooks. I would definitely, I'm verging on a 2 here with this, a 1 to 2, because this is really, I'm struggling with this set of hooks. I'm not real pleased with it. It's not, it's very grippy to the yarn. I suppose if you're using like maybe a really slippery yarn, it might work, you know, because it's gripping. But yeah, I'm not real happy with this set of hooks. This one, I would say definitely you might want to just skip this set altogether and not even bother, because it's very, very grippy. This would definitely slow you down. Yeah, it's real. To me, this is going to slow you down and end up hurting your hands after a while. Wouldn't matter what kind of ergonomic handle it has on it. The constant drag on the yarn is going to really, it's going to end up hurting your hands after a while. So I would definitely say that this particular set of hooks is a no-go. No. Now, I was saying a 1. Nah, I'm almost thinking this is a 0. And I really thought that this set, looking at it, was going to be the best set. No. No, it's not. It's nothing like the set that I got from Happily Hooked. No. That set was much smoother and easier to work with. This set, no. This is a no-go. I don't like it at all. That's only did the 2 rows because this is, no. Let's try a different hook. Let's try the 6mm. Let's see, maybe it was just that one hook. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because this one looks shinier. Maybe it's that. It's still got a lot of drag. It's not as much, but it's still got, I don't know if you can hear that. It's like you can almost hear it dragging across the yarn. Yeah, no. No. No, sorry, hooks, I tried. I don't like it. I think this set of hooks would end up frustrating you more than anything else, because it's frustrating me. I think you would end up hurting your hands with it. I mean, I've got arthritis, and I would definitely not like to be using these hooks on a daily basis. This would end up making me go, I don't want to crochet anymore. Okay, let's get this little dinosaur opened up here, and let's see how he looks comparative to the Woobles. Assuming that this is the stuffing, just like ziplocked, or air, all the air is sucked out of it. And is this the directions? Okay, so it actually comes with the written pattern. Okay, so it comes with a little written pattern. Oh, and you got the QR code to scan it. Okay, that's nice. And let's see, what is this one? Oh, this gives you like pictures, step-by-step directions. Okay, that's nice. So you don't have to download the step-by-step directions. They give you the paper ones, but they also give you the QR codes. And then here is your crochet part, your tools. So they give you a, wow, okay, 2.5 millimeter hook. And this is a double-ended hook. 2.0 and a 1.0 hook. Wow, that is a tiny hook. And yarn needle. And I'm not going to take these out. They give you 4 eyes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the stitch markers. But they don't give you any backs for the eyes, which that's a little odd. And this must be, this is the yarn. Just regular old yarn. Not like the Wobbles yarn. The Wobbles yarn is like that no split yarn. It's not bad, it's soft. Probably like a 2 weight. That's why the hook is so small. I don't know if I would say that that's for beginners though. I think a beginner would be a little frustrated with such a tiny hook and small yarn. I wouldn't say it's for beginners. But I think I'll save this kit for when I get a little bit better at Amigurumi. But it was $1. Oh. They give you a glue stick. Obviously they'll expect you to glue the eyes in, which is not what I'll do. I've got other safety eyes. I'll use regular safety eyes. But for a free kit, I'm not going to complain. But I don't think this is a brand that I would buy again because I guess maybe I got spoiled with buying the Wobbles kits. But I mean, I would want something that has regular safety eyes, not that, and maybe not such small yarn. But it's not bad. But maybe when I get better at doing Amigurumi, I'll be ready to tackle this. But I'm definitely not ready to tackle this one right away. So if you are proficient at Amigurumi, this would probably be a really easy kit. But I am not proficient at Amigurumi. So I'm going to put this all back in the package and I will save it for when I get a little bit better at Amigurumi, because right now I am not. And then, like I promised, I would show you this little doohickey right here. Let me bring the camera down. This was $1.98, and this thing is the greatest thing. You just kind of stick it. I don't know if it'll stick to my desk here, but you can stick it to your end stand or something, and then you just put your scraps in it, and then when you're ready to dump them, you just tip it over, and you can just like they won't like fall out easily, but you just have to like scoop them out. And it is the best thing. It was so worth it. Sorry that the camera's crooked. And that's my alarm. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.